Welcome back to Lobotomy Day! And I guess that sounds happier than it should be for what it is. And today, we have an abnormality that we've experienced before. I don't remember anything about this thing. I used to have some of the information about this thing. I know it likes one particular work, and I also know that depending on the work that you do, you get a soft drink out of this, and the soft drink does certain things to the employees. Other than that, I don't remember what this thing does or how it does it. I also know this is an F, so it's a fantasy, and I don't know what fantasy this is from. And I remember specifically saying, I don't know what fantasy this is from. What messed up fairy tale did this thing crawl out of? Before I do anything else, I want to learn something about the vending machine shrimp. I don't know what else to call them. Upon completion of the work process, a canned beverage is discharged from the vending machine. The type of beverage that is emitted seems to vary in correlation with the work type. So that's something that I remember from last time. A red drink can is emitted. Employee who ingested the beverage said it had a distinctive aroma and sweetness, and expressed a feeling of heightened energy after. Following the test, the physical health of the subject was confirmed. I don't know what "was confirmed" means, but I believe this heals them. On test result number 2, a blue drink can is admitted. It contains an odorless liquid that is highly carbonated. It has been found to be effective in restoring mental health. So, like I was saying, each one kind of does its own thing. And then this is a purple drink, can is emitted. Its appearance, composition, and taste are exactly the same as other grape-flavored carbonated beverages. It has been found that the physical fortitude and mental strength of the ingester both recovered. So this does both. So purple is good. So I think attachment work is the work you want to do. I also vaguely remember that you cannot drink more than one can, I think. So I sent Susan in. Let's send Xavier. Or maybe you can drink more than one can, but it can't be the same can. I don't know. I don't remember. I do know that I sent Haru in there the one time, and Haru got obliterated by that thing. So I'm not going to risk it. This is what I was worried about. So they haven't died yet, but they're in the process of dying. And I think it's because they had a bad day? Weird though, wasn't it? Because they kind of just disappear. They drop dead from drinking it and then they disappear. What does this say? Just so I know. Caution, when the work result is bad, do not take any drink. That's right. That's what happens. So then I need to know what I can do with this thing. Insight work. Insight work sounds about right. I'm going to start this day over. We're going to do insight work with this thing. I'm going to max it out and we're going to move on. Because the shrimp one we've seen before, for starters, and 2, it's kind of a little boring even to look at. It's just 2 shrimp in, I forget what these are called. Are they like welly boots or something like that? They're rubber boots. They're 2 shrimp in rubber boots and overalls. What kind of interesting thing can happen? And they're super weak in general. If I remember right, their gear isn't even that great. But like I was saying about the open can of well cheers, like, it's not bad. It's a Zayn and all, but it's not good, and I need decent abnormalities. I need something I can do decent work with, yes, but I also need something that's got good gear, because it's to the point right now where if I lose any of my agents, I'm losing really good equipment, and I can't replace it. It's just gone. So until I have at least 1 or 2 decent wires and olives, I'm not going to feel comfortable. And, you know, this was also brought up in the comments, but I really do think it might be worth bringing in the White Knight soon. Yes, they're a pain, and I essentially have to babysit it with 1 individual, so I'm down 1 agent. But during the suppressions, I have to do all that work anyway, so it's not like I'm not going to be doing work with it, every abnormality in the entire facility anyway. Now, I could grind up some more levels on my little agents, my little nuggets, but I'm not going to, because again, we're going to rewind. I'm probably going to even forget about this. Honestly, it's so bad. I'm going to totally forget about these, because I would rather have my little agents running around butt naked than wearing those outfits. Only because they look horrible, and they have the same armor and weapon stats as being butt naked, just throwing hands. Oh, hey, look! A brand new one! Finally! Finally a brand new one. Oh. And then here's the Firebird, but more importantly, Yin. So this is the fish thing I saw, but I don't have in my codex. I'm almost positive that it's not in that codex. And it is a fish. I don't remember which fish, but I know it's a fish. I remember it creeped me out too. So far so good. We're finding all of the ones that I either desperately need because I don't know anything about them, or that I saw but I don't have in my codex. Okay, yes, I do. I remember this one. So let's hire up some agents. I don't even think I'm going to kit these ones out. And I don't know why I'm putting in all of them, but it just feels good to be able to spend all of these lobotomy points. Yeah, they're gonna go basically butt naked. They'll be fine. Oh, okay, this is Yen. I do remember this one. It turns into a fish. I remember that. I don't know this one. That's weird. Is this the other bird? It looks like a bird. No, it's not. It's just, it's like a weird waterfall. I don't know. I'll learn more about both of these. Actually, which one is decent with this? Because I'm pretty sure I know everything. Yeah, except for the escape information. So when the work result was bad, the quip left counter decreased. When the quip left counter decreased, when an employee wore 07103 for more than 30 seconds? What is that? That's equipment. Hold on, is it the heart? If it's the heart, I'm gonna be super upset. No, something 103. Behavior adjustment? No? The heck? I'm not sure. Maybe I haven't seen that one before. Someone was saying that there is a yin and a yang. Maybe it's yang. So maybe I just haven't seen it. Now, if I remember right, yeah, the ego gift on this is insane. So HP drops, SP drops. Movement speed is plus 20, attack speed plus 20, and then when attacking, 8% chance to heal as much as the damage taken. So, this is a really, really good abnormality to have for my combat team. This is probably one that I'm going to bring with me. And I've known that one for a while. I knew this was good. I could not remember why. Now, the only downside is it drops HP and SP, but that's not necessarily, horrible, because Nicole, our Silver Mist, does mild healing, and I've been stacking them to be a tank, especially with the White Knight armor, and if they can get the wing on their back, they can just be unstoppable. So, regardless, I'm going to do some work with this thing. All I have to do is make sure I don't wear anything, and I just have to have a good day with it. It's just hard to have a good day with this thing. That's the problem with it. Oh, this one's a little nasty, isn't it? Let's check the managerial guidelines first, though, just in case. When the work result was bad, the quip buff counter lowered. That totally makes sense. Let's check insight. Yeah, that's all common, so that's what happened there. So I'm not going to send someone in right back to back. See, this is why I like to do one and one. One managerial and then one with some decent work that I know I can kind of sort of get away with. Because then I know for sure that I definitely cannot get away with it. I just got lucky, and I should not play with things that I don't understand yet. But more importantly, let's check out Yin, because now I can at least see its escape information. And oh my god, look at that weapon. That's so good. That's dark damage. 8 to 13 is good dark damage. Now, the outfit kind of sucks because it's weak to red and the pale damage isn't great. So this isn't like awesome gear, but this weapon's pretty good. So I'm definitely going to work toward the weapon, and I definitely want to get at least the Silver Mist, the helmet. Oh my god, she got it already! She has it! Not only that, but I probably didn't show you this, but not only does she have the cool earrings that, oh, I thought they were glowing. I thought they were on fire. No, that would be really cool. But she also has the hand thing that I was working really hard to get. With the Exuvia. That's plus 5 HP plus 2 SP. So we're only at a -1, -4 for Fortitude and Prudence, and her Fortitude and Prudence was already stacked way above everybody else. She is our tank. So at the end of the day, now, not only is she our tank, but her attack speed is plus 22. Her move speed's plus 27. Her temperance is still pretty high. Now, when she starts hitting, that drops like crazy because of the effect of her weapon. But not only that, if that effect does go off, it stacks her attack speed even higher. She is just a monster now. Let's figure something else about this weird mist. Now, I'm thinking probably managerial guidelines, because I know I can do insight work with it, sort of. So let's see. When the work took more than 40 seconds to complete, the quip off counter lowered. The facility and its employees will be unable to detect the abnormality in any fashion when it escapes. Therefore, the manager must manually locate it and directly order its suppression. Oh, goody. I love these ones. Actually, those ones aren't all that bad. Usually, they're pretty nasty when they do get out, but normally that means that they're really not that troublesome to deal with because you have to hunt them down. They probably have some weird thing that they do initially, and then from there, you just send the whole horde after them. So this is dimensional refraction variant. I kind of see a face. I think that's intentional, but it could also be one of those things like, I forget what it's called, but there's a thing that humans have, and we like see faces in random shapes and stuff. The helmet is awesome. Darn it, it's a helmet though, so I can't put that on the Silver Mist, but that's really good. Now, what about its escape information? I guess I knew it escaped, because you have to go looking for it, but I kind of wish it was non-escaping. It's immune to red damage. That's terrifying. It has no associated ego suit. Why do I not believe that? Why do I think that this thing has to get out? Because it reminds me of one of those things that has to get out. So it feels like maybe if you chase it down and suppress it, those agents might have the chance to get the suit or something. I don't know. I don't know how any of those work. But not before we pick up a few more. Yeah, see, I'm totally getting new ones now. I rewound so many times before, and it was just giving me the same ones. I think as you go, it gives you harder abnormalities. So I couldn't really get any of these decent ones until then. Because now I'm seeing... what? Oh my god, this is it! 07103! What is this thing? However, the world is more than simply warmth and light. Why is it the only one I can pick? For starters. So this must be Yang. That's right! I got Yin, so now it's going to give me Yang, and I have to pick Yang. Correct? I'm almost positive. I think I remember either seeing this before, it being the only one, and someone telling me in the comments, hey, that pairs with Yin. And that's the reason why you have to get that one. Oh, good. This looks great. Very interesting piece of armor. And I was right. This is definitely... was it Yang to the Yin? Yeah, this is the Yang to the Yin. And this is also one of those you have to wear for a certain amount of time. 10 seconds, to be exact, because if you wear it longer than that, then the fish goes nuts. So let's send, I don't know, Alyssa? Go on, Alyssa. Hop right in there. Now, this armor looks terrifying. So, I'm going to go and leave it alone for a second. It's definitely like a suit of samurai armor with a ghost or a monster inside of it or something. So, let's see. If I was a suit of samurai armor with a monster in it, what work would I want? Attachment. Don't ask me why, but it feels like an attachment thing. You need to stay right here, because the second that this first light comes on, you're running back in there. So don't go too far with that thing. Because if you wear it for 30 seconds or more, the fish goes absolutely bonkers. And it doesn't look like any of your stats got boosted too high. So not sure if it does that. Go. Back in there. Also, the suit of armor is not having a good day. So attachment was the wrong thing to do. These boxes don't look terrifying to me, though. Oh, it's super weak. It's super weak. Okay, I'm fine. I'm not worried about it. Posey will be okay. Now, what was this thing? Yang's wearer gains resistance to white damage. However, when this could not be found in the facility, no benefits were transferred. Oh, isn't that Yin? So when Yin's not in the facility, so you could actually get Yang without the Yin? That was a bad day. That was a really bad day. Okay, Posey, you're gonna stick around. The heck happened here? I can't even look at anything. You had such a bad day. So definitely not attachment work. What happens when this countdown goes? Does it escape? No. Doesn't escape. That's better. That's a lot better, actually. Now, I need to figure out... I think I need to figure out the work. I want to know something about the managerial notes, but the work on this armor is going to be important because I have to know what the heck I can do with it. Repression! I can do... Hold on. An agent with level 1 fortitude was placed into this containment. After the work process ended, they were found with their heads sliced clean off. The good thing I had Posey in there. I was hoping that this would say something like, repression work is great, or don't do repression work. Because anytime that you see high repression all the way across the board, usually you're not supposed to do work with it with that. I might still just have Posey go in and do insight work, because that worked, and no head slicing has occurred so far. An agent who performed repression work with the abnormality was found to have an artifact which had the same chemical composition of this. The agent stated that it made them feel as if this were protecting them. That doesn't bode well. An agent with the artifact attached was ordered to continue engaging in repression work with any abnormality. Each time the work process ended, a physical examination of the agent was carried out. The results of the examination found that the effect given to the agent by this changed in accordance with the number of times repression work was done. Do not let the agent with the artifact perform attachment work. If they do, this will disappear with the agent being decapitated as soon as they enter the containment unit, killing them instantly. Caution, if an agent carrying the artifact performs an excessive amount of repression work, then the effect that the artifact provides will gradually become negative. I see. Repression work with this thing is not necessarily a bad thing. The Quiplov counter does not decrease when it has a bad day either. So I can have bad days with this thing. You just can't do repression work with it, and then it's just a pseudo armor. But this is one of those things where it's like the emblem from the Night of Despair. You can do the work and have good results, but bad things will eventually inevitably happen. But otherwise, if you kind of just ignore it and just do what you're doing with it and just kind of grind out the boxes like normal, then you're fine. I got it figured out. The Yang was a pain. I did 15-second intervals of work with it in order to unlock the 4 minutes worth of time that I needed for this thing. Or it was like 320 or something like that. The black carp swims towards harmony. The white carp swims towards chaos. What will happen when the two fish meet? Honestly, they are fish. And I thought that you could grab this thing and run away. That's not how this one works. So, Yang periodically heals the wearer. We know that one, the SP. This thing is not great. And honestly, neither one of them is really worth having, except for the earrings. Those earrings are good. The earrings, the gift, is the only purpose to have this thing. Or the other one. Because you have to ensure that you do not place Yang's wearer in the containment unit. So if you're wearing this, don't go to the containment unit. Otherwise, things go real bad real fast. Also, please note that when the Yin escapes, Yang will also escape. And we have confirmed that the same problem will occur even when the employee is wearing it. So there is no grab it and run away like I thought. They both pop into fish and then swim toward one another. And I'm assuming when they touch one another, they set off some massive nuclear chi or key explosion or something. I don't know much about yin and yang and like the balance of worlds or the world or whatever. I don't know enough about it. I'm assuming that like when they touch, some sort of unbalancing of the world occurs and a nuclear explosion blows up the whole facility or maybe a department or something. Either way, though, they're always really close to one another because when you get one, it instantly drops Yang in that same department. So this is probably the best layout you can have, where they're on opposite sides. So they'll meet right here in the middle, and then boom, everything explodes. Regardless of the exploding fish, though, this thing is not a problem. You can do whatever work you want with it. You can basically do instinct work for free, because you can have really high instinct work here, because it's non-escaping, and... oh, it's called the Crumbling Armor. It's a Teth. But it has pale damage weapon. Oh my god, I want that so bad. Any sort of pale damage ever is good damage. Now, I will say the armor kind of sucks, but that's okay, because the weapon's really good. But I think it doesn't have an associated gift because the artifact is good. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to do repression work with this thing and see what kind of gift it gives the person that does repression work, because I think that is really good. And then you just do instinct with it from that moment forward. So I'm going to try that and see if it's worth kind of keeping the armor around. It might be for that pale damage. So here it is. They have something attached to them. What does it do? Inspired bravery? This is it, right? It's the hat? Why can't I see it? I guess the aura is the hat. So, courage swells. It makes anything seem possible. Their movement speed is +10 and attack speed +10! Oh, holy crap. Okay, what else does it say? Carrying the Crumbling Armor 01 performs an excessive amount of repression work. Effect becomes negative. Okay, I understand that one. Is there anywhere that says that you cannot have more than one agent that has this? See where I'm going with this? The Crumbling Armor might be my best option for my facility, because I can absolutely have insane damage output with this thing. I just get my entire hit team to hop in there one at a time, and then they march toward the Arbiter and just start wailing on them. Does she have it? Yes, she does. Did it replace my other hat? Yes, it did. So even though the other hat is locked, it still replaced it. So the problem with that is that then I run the risk of my SP and HP dropping even more, because the hat I was wearing was increasing that. The movement speed and attack speed that comes along with this is so good, it might be worth the risk. Her attack speed and move speed is +32 and +37. Now, for reference, Posey's is +14 and +19 with a 106 base. The Silver Mist, when she hits something, she's just gonna go nuts. Because I would like to remind you, oh, I can't show you, but that King of Greed weapon, if you're unfamiliar with it, it stacks attack damage at the cost of temperance. Now, before I do anything else, because I'm going to be rewinding, I want to try something. And this is really, really, really dumb. I know this. But I'm just so curious. I want to see how difficult it is to suppress the fish. So, I'm going to send these ones down here. And oh my god, hold on. This is important. They still have the hat. Oh, they still have Inspired Bravery, which means they can't do attachment work ever once they do that. Good to know. I want to see what happens with the fish. Alyssa's going to grab Yang, and they're going to run. They're going to book it as fast as they can. Actually, let's not have Alyssa do that. There is a couple people who are a lot faster than Alyssa, and they'll be even faster when they are in danger. So, everyone is almost in position. MR has almost grabbed the Yang. So we will have the fuse lit in about 5 seconds. Now, I'm not sure. I know I've released these things in the past. I don't remember what they do. I know they swim toward one another, but that's also described. I'm almost positive as soon as they got out, I kind of just retried the day. Okay, now I've got you. go here, as far away as possible. Whatever way you go, I'm going to run the other group towards you. So if I can get you to book it as fast as you can up here, and then this group needs to be in this hallway. Again, I don't know if this is one of those that will just attack everything in front of it either. Because if that happens, I might be running the risk of everyone kind of getting just demolished as they're moving through here. Everyone's in position. It's the exact time that everyone kind of got into position. So this one definitely went. There's Yang. Everyone on Yang right now. Deal with it. Either way, let me go down here and double check on all of these ones. Oh my god. Yeah, no wonder they're scared. Some of them are dropping like flies. What kind of damage does this thing do? I should know this. Dark damage. Why is that a problem here? Most of all of my agents down here should be fine against dark damage. Oh god! A lot of my teams are falling. Like, bad. Slow this thing down a touch. Everyone's dying. It's not good. Wow, that's so many deaths. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, I didn't think about it. The big bird's gonna go because the second trumpet. Oh no. Well. Huh. Isn't that interesting? I wanted to deal with that eventually too, so let's deal with it now. Where's the silver mist? They should be down here punching this thing real hard too. Wait, did they lose their mind too? How? Oh my god, how? Oh crap, this thing's out too. So I need to suppress this thing. Let's send all of the smaller ones after that. Go on, little ones. Good luck. I want to see all this pale damage in action. What kind of damage does this thing? It's immune to red damage. I vaguely remember that. So the pale damage is good. They're not resistant to it, that's for sure. You guys are going to get obliterated by Yin here in about 2 seconds, so let's not and say we did. Oh, that's right, it has a giant laser beam. Holy crap. And it feels like you have to attack Yin from behind it. Let's try this again. Here we go, moment of truth. So Yin just moved up to the next floor. So the second it pops out, I'm sending the squad. Now, I should probably wait a little bit before I slow it down, because let's be fair, when they hop in right here, they might still take a little bit of damage because the body's close. So I think now would be a good time to slow it down, because there's plenty of room for people to stand there without getting smacked by the tail. I'm also very hesitant to see what's going to happen up here, because I know that we beat Yang the first time and it popped back in. So I'm going to have this group babysit it, but I really kind of want to see this. Dang, that hits hard. Just having them kind of close to this thing, they take so much damage. I have to watch them. It's going to be kind of close whether or not... Wow! Okay, all of the ones who are doing melee damage, back the heck up a second. Let the ones who are doing long distance damage take the brunt of this fight. Do not fire backwards somehow. Oh good, it doesn't. It's just forward. And it doesn't seem to be doing too much damage to any of these units that are hitting it from long range. Now here's the other question. Do you have to bring them both down at the exact same time? Yes, I believe so. I'm not sure on that, but I believe that's how this is going to work. So I'm going to keep on them. I'm going to make sure that all of my agents know that they've got a job to do. They're going to have to suppress these things and follow them. And of course, the Silver Mist heals first. I knew she would. She's an absolute just goddess of a tank. She is amazing. Okay, let's select all of this group quickly. Yeah, the other ones, they don't heal as fast. And it's probably because she has the necklace and she has a bunch of other gifts that help her heal a little bit. We're losing clerks. That's not great. Where is Yang going? They're going off in the middle of nowhere. Do they open... Oh my god, do they open containment units? I didn't even think about that. They may open containment units. Uh-oh. Why did they go to Big Bird? And also, aren't they trying to get to Yin? I'm so confused. I really am. That's okay, though, because guess what? We're going to bring down Yin right now. Regardless of all of my confusion, this seems to be working okay. Hit it. Quit missing. Thank you. Did that do it? That suppressed both of them, right? They're both done? Yep, they both fell down, so they're no longer going to be chasing one another or set off some nuclear explosion. But that was cool. I can totally deal with that. Now, does it take my entire facility to handle it? Not necessarily. That was kind of more, I didn't know what to do, so all hands on deck sort of situation. But honestly, with my main strike force down here and my main strike force up top in the control area, we dealt with it with just those two people. Long range for Yin and close range for Yang. So I'm thinking maybe Yin will be part of the facility. The armor, I'm definitely thinking I might take, but that all depends on how good some of the other abnormalities are that we deal with in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this one, and remember to take care, and goodbye!